Izak, and it is a best-of-3 game coming up first. Mikelele going to be starting on the T side and Team Izak on the CT side. And looks like they're preparing for a quick A execute here. If they can maybe get that done, that would be cool. But look at the lineup. Stomp and Izak000, they're sitting in front of each other, having a bit of a weird fight towards main.
That actually makes noise. I'd like to fan myself with this piece of paper. It just doesn't work. Never mind. All right, let's get into it. I just like Mikelele going for the straight dig. I mean, we haven't seen that enough in pistol rounds. I feel like, throwback to Mouse Sports Nico for a while. He was one of the guys who would go for a deagle in a pistol round and actually get something out of it. So Michael going for a bit of a BDP at the beginning here to start things off in this pistol. But look at how careful both these teams have been. These teams, it's been a lot of, bullying, basically, showing very little respect for their opponents, just getting in their face and playing the aggro game. Here, they're really taking their time with it. It's only now, minute left in this round, where we're going to see some action.
Oh, wow. Izak000, he gets trucked. That was forced to live coming around the corner, but Stomp will take him out. So a quick 1-for-1 trade. Stomp turning around, getting the headshot on Foxy, but he finally goes down. Lolsey, and that's a really quick 180 turn, but he can't do it again. Izak000 with the perfect timing. Crasher will drop him, so it's still a 2-on-2. Just once it gets going, it's endless trading, and now Mikelele, can he do what he's here to do? He's the captain of the team. He's got the deal, but now he's also alone. He cancels the bomb plant, walks into the smoke. He's walking around next. This is so good. There comes that professional intuition, and now he's going to try and fall back. He's got 20 seconds. He can make a run for the B-bomb side. He can still make that in time, but now he's going to give it up and go for the fight. Instead, he drops to lay, and it will be Team Izak picking up the pistol round there. A bit of a cheeky smile coming out from the Polish player.
Yeah, the man is closed, but he still knows how to get the job done. Doesn't matter. It's all good. The clutch 1v1 versus Mikelele in the end. Mikelele came so close. If he'd had another 10 seconds to play with, I think that he does make the break for B-site. Goes for it. He probably judged that he just wouldn't have enough time.
I think at 21 seconds, he could have definitely made that. I think you can make that run, no problem. In fact, we can have our observer time it. I would venture to say that run takes no more than 15 seconds. So he should be all right, even through the vent and everything. We do have 3 Tech-9s, 2 Deagles, and 4 UMPs and a FAMAS on the other team. So I would say this is a fight that Team Mikelele can definitely win. And with these kind of a mixed teams like we've been seeing earlier in the tournament, it's possible to win these rounds all day, every day. Izak is playing with fire being this close to the box in the middle. He could definitely get close line by Mikelele. Look at that. Captain on captain action. It's the Swedish team that comes out on top.
Especially because Mikelele didn't really have that strong a showing in the show match. I think he wants to come in here and make a point, make that statement that the guy's going to hit headshots. He's got the level to be the superstar here in this tournament. Izak000 going to get flashed in, takes down Force to Live. That drops the bomb in A main as well. That kind of spurs the rest of his team to start rushing short to try and collapse onto this A site. But the defense is going to get set up here in just a moment's time. They have a very small window here. And Crasher, he is going to hit the flank. No way that they're going to get a bomb plant out of this, however.
No, they're just way too close, and the bomb is in main as well, so yeah, this is done for Crasher. Can't get the headshot either. That basic trick set up between Izak000 and Stomp in the A-bomb site, flashing into main like that, is exactly the reason why I think the community vote that was going on beforehand was so heavily in favor of Team Izak, because, and probably the Izak fans as well, but you've got to think at this point, it's so easy to replicate. Like, anyone can do this. I think we've been trying to hammer this point home. 14 seconds. Yeah. I do spend a lot of time timing things on maps. So
well, no. It's
I think I've made that. I think I made that exact calculation before. So I'm feeling confident that he could do it.
It's whether he knows it or not, right? Oh, well, Izak's pretty pleased right now. Wow. He gets 2 kills. Sadly, it's with the CZ, so he hardly gets any money at all. But still 2 kills out of that. A little bit feel good for him.
Clicking away. Stomp actually going to be able to get the 1 kill. So the UMPs get a bit out of that round, but maybe not as much as you would want. A good start for the Polish side, but still very early days here in the grand finals. Much is still to come. That's going to be 3-0 now. I'm curious to see what Mikelele's team can do. I want to see Mikelele be the star again. We've got some great supporting cast, and it's nice to see that in the semifinals. It was actually his team that were doing a lot of the hard work. It wasn't just Mikelele, but I want some of the clutches back.
Flashes, man behind sandbags. So they don't have any incendiaries. They either clear out sandbags or vents. It's a bit difficult to make your way into mid right now when you're lacking the utility on Team Mikelele, but Izak000 just trying to get some damage out there and then a little bit of info. They know that somebody's pushed up beneath vents. Now Forced to Live is going to start clearing out sandbags, and he does manage to spot the man hiding behind there. Great flash to open things up, but it was a team flash at the same time.
Chaos in the middle, and Izak's going to get a kill for it. Still fighting and doing some damage. Now comes Nex into the middle with the AWP. He's going to get a kill on Crasher. That actually dropped the bomb for a second. They will be able to pick it up again and try and see if they can funnel it into the B-bomb side. Le in a really unlikely position for him to be in, but Mikelele not even going to hesitate to get that headshot. He's not going to try and run through, which is a trick we've seen a couple of times already in this matchup. Next gets a kill on Foxy. Mikelele 1 versus 2. Here's the chance for a clutch situation.
Unbelievable. The timing. And he's got the angle. Misses the shot. And there's the bait coming in from Mikelele. The flash, the headshot, spots the man in CT as well, so now he has the information on where Stomp is playing from. Clever use of the angle, but Stomp bides his time. He knows that that bomb has not been planted. He knows that Mikelele is trying to make use of the 30 seconds here, trying to bait some kind of response out of him. This time he bites, and Mikelele not going to find the kill. No! Another clutch for the Polish team. Izak's team come through again.
Wow, that's going to be just slightly upsetting. I mean, he was really trying to bait it out, and that angle is actually really powerful. Imagine if Stomp isn't walking in towards the right-hand side of that wall, but if he's actually just sort of hugging the left side,
yeah,
his feet are going to get spotted way before he can see Mikelele, so that's kind of cool. Now we've got 4 Deagles, and Crasher with the P250 here. Mikelele's team trying to see if they could find an opening with one of these Deagles. No armor at all, though, so it's going to be rough.
Yeah, this is... Oh. Until Izak decides to actually go for the challenge. Versus the Deag, Mikelele's been hitting shots all day.
As far as I can tell, that was the second shot as well, wasn't it? It wasn't the first shot, so that I don't even know how that works. He was clicking really quickly there.
Yeah, it wasn't the one Deag. Just hitting it perfectly, the timing. Next, deciding to get boosted up, gonna get a free kill on Lulzy. And while there is a man trying to push B halls right now, there's a little bit of pressure going over here towards the B site. And, well, Nex is in position to deal with this, however. He's got that USP, not going to find the headshot. Instead, it's Mikelele and Crasher opening up the B site, and they should be able to get a bomb plant, which is excellent. This was a hard eco. They're getting 3 kills plus a bomb plant out of this Mikelele. And they're even in position to actually win this round.
They definitely could. Not going to get wallbanged anytime soon by Stomp. They're on the other side of the box. Grenade will do a lot of damage if it lands right. They don't have any armor, but it won't actually connect with anything. That's a bit of a shame. Some good smokes to make sure they don't have to cover quite as many angles there. The Molotov going to make it even worse for Mikelele's team. They're taking some damage from that. There's the kill from Izak000, trying to turn it around. But now it's a 1-on-2. Foxy trying to get the kill on Stomp, who's still in the 1-on-2. C-set kill coming through. He's got a kit, but he can't make it around the corner. It's a quad kill for Mikelele. And that will be the Swedish team picking up the first round for themselves based on Deagles.
And based on a quad kill from Mikelele as well. What is the score right now for Mikelele? I'm curious to see. As we're starting to get into this, and it feels like he's been in a lot of positions now. Yeah, he's at 9-0-4. Stomp is at 8-0-3 as well. So it's basically between these two guys, although Nex isn't far behind with 6. Stomp is just doing monster work. I love it that he's able to keep up with Mikelele and go toe-to-toe with this guy. But finally, a clutch goes Mikelele's way.
Yeah, that's definitely good news. And it also tells us, by the fact that Izak's team is now echoing, that they were kind of being put to the test anyway. Even the rounds they were winning must have been somewhat close. Now Stomp is playing close with the C-set 75. Going to get the timing against Forced to Live, and that drops the bomb. So now they're committed to the bomb side. They've really got no choice. The full rotation is coming in here. Nearly everyone on site. Mikelele gets that shot on Nex, but he will at least be going down to Izak. It's Izak000 left, 1 versus 3, and he can't get another kill in. It's not really the worst round coming out of the CT side, but, I mean, at least now both the teams are on the board.
Yeah, 2 kills for what amounts to, you know, a hard eco round, basically. That's pretty solid work. So, I mean, both of these teams are basically keeping the money low for their opponents, and so this can still swing either way. 2 rounds in a row now for Mikelele's team, but Izak000, they're deciding to actually go for another round of eco. So this is the half-buy sort of scenario where a couple of players are going to invest in Kevlar. They're just looking to balance out the money, and they'll get that full buy where they have everything, all the grenades, the rifles, everything that they need in the next round here going into the 8th round for Izak.
Well, they've been favoring the double up setup anyway, so I can understand why they want to save for it. They feel like that's a cornerstone of this team, so you know, just do it. Stomp and Nex have been picking it up. I think Nex's fun fact was that he sort of liked playing with the AWP. LolZ gets a couple of kills there. That's a good attempt. Guzman sneaking in with a piece of 50. Oh, Crasher turns around. I actually thought he saw him at first. Too. But it was just a random turnaround. Now he's got the AK. He's going to go for the fight at LolZ. Great shot. This is what we like to see out of Guzman. And we saw in the semifinals as well. He seems to sort of hit a zone in his mind where it just really connects. It's nice to see.
No, where he does exactly, where it seems to fall into it one step at a time. And he's got Nex there to back him up as well with the Deagle. So they're going to go for that buddy system. They're setting a trap. And exactly. They can go for the boost into top and to actually look in, catch these guys out from mid. But it looks like there's an option here for a counter boost coming in from Team Mikelele. Who's actually going to go for it? Is it Michael or is it going to be Forced to Live who gets boosted up?
Forced to Live has 20 health. If they boost him, I feel
35 seconds left, though. They're hesitating way too much here. 35 seconds. Let's go.
They also got Foxy walking in the other way. Here's Mikelele being boosted up, but he's not going to find anyone. This is a really big problem. Now he's making a noise. They know it's coming. 20 seconds. He's trying to get that bomb in. Next goes down, and now Mikelele turning around. Guzman, can he do this 1 versus 3? He has to catch the bomb, and he's let it go, and I think that's the critical moment. If he takes out Mikelele with the AK, then maybe they have a chance. Now, it's pretty much going to be done. Oh, he's going to go for the sneaky plant.
I think they win 100% if he kills Mikelele there. If he gets Michael in the back. Not enough time for them to get that bomb and get it up onto the site. All he had to do is stay alive versus Forced to Live. Forced to Live, the hero of this round. And well, now it's the... Ooh, that's what you get. When you're the hero, there are no heroes. That's what Lily's telling you right now. 1v2 now for him. 3 kills. Can he get the ace clutch? He's already got it. There's one headshot on Foxy, and it's all on Michael now for another clutch. And he does it. Back-to-back clutches for Michael. But come on, how close does it have to get here, Anders?
Yeah, I mean, this is the guy that we've been watching. And he, you know, in terms of finding new talent, look at this. Very cool. Obviously, we're not playing at, you know, a major finals or anything like that, but if you've never played in sort of a competitive environment, you know, you're on a stage, the cameras are on, and I'm just looking at it, there's like 140,000 people watching, so it's not like the pressure isn't on, and it's really hard to do these things. It's very different from playing matchmaking and just having like a good round where, you know, you get 3 kills and that's it, but this is definitely a different atmosphere, especially for these guys. I think Mikelele probably is much less phased by it. He's just, you know, doing his thing and running around trying to make this work.
I mean, there is a point to be made, though. It is like he's the only guy who has anything to lose.
Yeah.
In a way, though. You know what I mean? Where everybody expects him to just dominate, right?
Yeah.
And if he isn't, there's that pressure where he's just like, why am I not hitting my shots? There's something subtle there. But I mean, so far Mikelele has been doing very good work. 4-3 though. It didn't break Mikelele's way that time, but this is still so competitive.
Definitely is. And Stomp, he's pushed out so aggressive. He's going to be able to get the kill on Crasher. Not an angle you would expect. And again, the bomb gets dropped down there. Not that they really could do anything about it on Izak's team. With that double AWP setup that they were saving for, it's already working out. Forced to Live goes down. Mikelele in the middle. Making a bit of noise with the scope would be a problem if there was someone close middle, but there isn't quite yet. They shouldn't lose this round. With 30 seconds in a 5v3, I'm going to say they've got it.
Yeah, this is almost a situation where Team Mikelele should be backing off to save their guns. But Michael's going to find the shot on Izak, who decides to peek into short, trying to get info. Still a man advantage here for Team Izak, and they played it accurately. I mean, Stomp does fall back to quad boxes. Mikelele's got the read as well. He's going to spot the man. He misses the shot at Truck, though. And we're back into a man advantage situation, but they somehow get up onto the site. Mikelele gave them so much room to work with here. Now it's down to hitting the headshots, and Floxy, he does spot the man coming on high.
Yeah, he sees him. They don't have any grenades left on the CT side, so this is a bit interesting. They're actually going to have to go and look for them eventually. They can't just wait around all day. They've got the defuse kits, and now they're sneaking closer. LolZ gets one, tries again. It's now a one-on-one Foxy versus Nex, who's still somewhere in the backup on that railing. Now he's finally made the jump over. Foxy goes down. Nex with a clutch. He does not have a kit picked up, but I think he's going to have enough time anyway here. So, yeah, 5-3 in favor of Team Izak. A very important round for them to win. They would have been ecoing. Now it's Michael's team. They're probably going to buy anyway, but still, this is interesting.
They only keep surviving these rounds with one player alive. They have no money. It's this kind of situation where it's just you're saving and you're buying, but you're buying FAMASs so you can have nades, or you're buying like an M4 with the smoke. That's all you're gonna have. So I mean, look at this M4 on Le, just Kevlar. Same for Guzman. And then Stomp has to go for a UMP just so they can have a few more nades to work with here in the round. Whereas Team Mikelele with these bomb plants, a couple of losses, now they've actually got quite a bit to go on, and it's going to be a Tech 9 rush, Forced to Live taking point, but Crash is going to be the one finding the opening kill.
Oh dear, oh dear. Foxy to follow up and Forced to Live helping out. This is not the kind of round you wanted to have here. I mean, you were just about to have them eco now. Again, save the rifles. This is not going to make any sense to try and retake.
That's a shame. I would have liked to have seen it be last lucky day there with the spray through the, just tap, 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 boom, headshot, right? That's a feel-good moment if you're hoping to get lucky, but stars don't align this time. And so far, this is shaping up to be a flawless round for Team Mikelele. If they can keep all 5 alive and force Izak000's team into an eco scenario, this is where the momentum really shifts back Mikelele's way, and they're looking at tying it up because they're about to get it up to 4-5 right now.
Next. Looking for that exit frag, and he's going to get it on Crasher, so just a bit of a smile at the end for him. But ultimately, a great round for Mikelele. And actually, last time we saw Cash in this tournament, it was a really popular move to try and just go for the A-Rush. When Izak's team was playing on the T side, they had Stomp charging that forklift really quickly. Like, even if the whole team wasn't there, he'd just run in and try and fight someone. And he caught, I think 3 or 4 rounds, he caught someone there.
There's Izak000 as well.
Yeah.
Who really loved to go for the forklift early. They even set it up with smokes to allow that guy to get out there early and just pressure. So, I mean, right now, this is should be still Team Izak's home map. It's their pick, and it's served them very well so far in this tournament throughout the bracket play.
See here, the captain play coming in, flashed in. Now Le alone in the corner. He has to get at least 1 kill in that situation. Now, that was the 1 M4 that they had. Now they only have the AWP left saved from the last round, and they're going to have to save it again, I think.
Oh, buddy. Well, next. Don't overstay your welcome. Fresh Molotov going down is going to force him back. Whoa! Down to 4 HP. What was that? Was that an HE going in? I think it was. Jeez. You can't cut it much closer than that. Next. Back off. Save it. And you got to give it to Mikelele. This team, actually, they refuse to hunt. They've got 4 AKs. They want to keep 4 AKs alive. Don't bother going out there and hunting down a single AWP. Just keep your guns, keep your money.
Yeah. I don't blame them for it. They seem to do very well with the rifles, so it's important for them to make sure they keep them for as long as possible. A lot of damage being put into Lolsey with the bomb going up. Lolsey just accepting his fate. I like that. It's a very manly approach, just saying, you know what, that's it.
There's no running. I'm not running anymore, Anders. I'm done. I'm tired.
I mean, he could have gone for the full Hollywood style and just walked out, with the bomb going off in his back.
Except that it doesn't end in the Hollywood fashion where, unscathed, or he just goes flying forward. Oh, yeah. But it's fine. No, he actually dies.
Very sad time.
Brutal. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. Now another round of eco.
Now you see the problem that's starting to emerge for Team Izak, which is that they really want this double AWP, and they keep sort of having economic issues. And as a result, they're not getting it. They've been saving this one. Nice boost over the smoke in middle. That's some very good improv coming in. Can they catch? There is a double boost on the other side. They should be able to catch someone here.
Must be one shot. There it is. There's the flash, but they have no idea that he's boosted behind the smoke. But I don't know about the angle now, and yeah, I think they're realizing it, that they need to start backing off. Big shot, big spray from Mikelele. He could get repeaked, and they're just a little bit too slow. He jumps right down into the flames, but there was a minute there, an opportunity for a trade kill, but it didn't happen. Izak decided to just save the AWP.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Maybe there was a chance, but Izak gonna get the kill on Foxy at least. Almost a second one, Izak000. I'm not even sure he can do anything to save the AWP, so it's a bit of a shame they've kept it alive for some rounds while the rest of the team couldn't buy. Now they're gonna have to rebuy everything, which at least they should have money for now. I think they've been losing a couple of rounds in a row here, so see how it's gonna go for the Polish team. But suddenly the Mikelele team are coming alive. They're really playing well.
Oh, they're looking very good. This is actually a big turnaround, and I think it's as much a shock for us as it is for Izak, right? Because I think Izak are coming into this map thinking, that's it, boys. We're going to lock it down here. We're going to get up to that 1-0 start, and then it's smooth sailing from here to collect the title. Instead, it's Mikelele who's in the lead now, 6-5, and Mikelele in the lead on the scoreboard as well. He's top fragging. Forced to Live, though, just keeps hitting headshots.
Yeah, very nice. Didn't fall for any tricks this time. And you're right, Mikelele has 17 kills. That's just very hard to handle. No one on Izak's team currently stepping up to that level. They are also playing on the CT side, and just to repeat ourselves again, it's usually easier to play the T side in a mixed environment. And part of the reason you could even tell here how active Mikelele can be, he can just go and take fights all over the place. When he's on CT side, it becomes more difficult, but nice flash in, and actually Izak.
Did he just get wallbanged?
I think for the beginning, yeah, he did, and then he was worried about something. Mikelele got an assist there, so that's incredible.
That's nuts. How dead on do you have to be? Wallbang with an op, no less. All right.
That B-bomb side has no defense at all. Stomp walking into the middle. He actually hits a headshot on Foxy, but it's the M4. Now he goes for the spray through. It looks so close to connecting. Stomp pulling out all the tricks right here, but how is he going to stop the bomb from going down? They're already making their way in. There is a good flank coming in as well. He's found an angle. This is great. Stomp dropping the bomb, and now it's a 3-on-3. And here comes Le taking down Foxy, looking for a headshot on Mikelele or on Crasher. Bomb will be going down. Not in a great position, but then again, they're locked in the bomb site. Can they make this work?
Little does he know. Headshot already on Crasher as well, so there isn't a whole lot that Crasher's going to be able to do. As that smoke clears Mikelele, it is imperative that he hits this next shot. There's the flash. Timing is perfect. He does line it up, takes down next, gets the follow-up as well. Point blank, goes for the no-scope, and that was going to be it. But it doesn't happen. Le with the 2 kills and the defuse as well to save the day here for Team Izak. And then tie it up 6-6.
I would love to see that from Next perspective, because I think somehow he didn't see Mike. I don't know if he was partly flashed when he came in, but he didn't see Mikelele. He was looking all the way to the right, maybe just tunnel vision or something. But still, it is a great retake from what was a really bad start to that round. So kind of impressed by Team Izak that they managed to bring it out in that one. This is now 6-6 scoreline.
I think you're right. I think he's just tunnel visioned on the man behind triple.
If that no-scope hits.
That's, yeah. But how many 1v1s, like 1vx's has Mikelele been in so far this half? Like 5, 6?
He's doing all right. And this is where you see Mikelele just, you know, really being true to his self. Just get a kill in the middle, then run for the smoke with the AWP. Why not?
Woo! Get out. It's too hot. Just sneaking his way out. This time around, however, I think that with how effective Forced to Live has been over in A main, Izak000 is like, I'm not actually going to have anything to do with this over here. Going to go over towards Squake, see if I can find any action over here. It's not the case. Stomping Mikelele, trade fragging, essentially, and the man advantage is maintained here by Mikelele. But Izak000, the fact that they see that door open, though, should be the tell. As soon as you see that door open, if you're Mikelele, you're like, right, okay, we know where the other guy is on the site.
Yep. And Michael closing it up before anything else happens. Great position for Forced to Live. Kind of hard to check that barrel or that spool. Now it's down to Le and Izak000. 2 versus 4. It's been done before, but because Mikelele is still alive, we've got to wonder if it's just too much to handle. He's already got the double kill. Did he just tag Izak000 through the wall? I think he did.
The show continues, Anders. And yeah, Izak000, he's already abandoning his teammate. I won't have anything to do with this. Maybe he's hoping to get lucky and pick up that M4, but with that bomb ticked so far low, it seems like he hears Forced to Live coming. Forced to Live still gets the drop on him. And it's going to be a full house clean here. The Swedes, home turf, starting to take off here. Looking very good. Whereas, yeah, Team Izak, I mean, they're struggling to find an answer.
Yeah, I think it's because their preferred answer is that double ult that he just can't really afford. 21 kills for Mikelele in about 14 rounds, so we'll see how it unfolds. Got a couple of deagles there on Izak's team. Oh, nice shot from Mikelele. He's in with a Tech 9 as well. He really wants to fight this. 23 for him now. I'm wondering if Michael is trying to win this game or just trying to get the most kills possible, you know, just padding the stats as much as he can.
Why not? It's time to showboat. I mean, if you were here for the show match earlier, Nex is not having any of it. 2 kills, still not going to be enough for him to actually take over here. They're going to be able to make it to the A side to get that bomb planted. But why not? He had a slow start to the day. You know, the show match didn't really go his way. He wasn't able to really shine. And so, you know, you're going into the match that matters, the grand finals. This is the time to come alive, right? The show match actually served to just warm him up. That's the difference. Just like, right, you know, it's like when you're stretching, you don't overdo it when you're stretching. You know, you take your time, you're thorough, you check everything, make sure you're good and limber, and then when you get into the match that matters, you're ready to wreck heads.
He's certainly showing up right now. He's got to remember it's a best of 3, so he's got to keep that fire burning through all 3 maps if it goes that far. Right now, he's doing his part to make sure that his team is going to win this. 6-7 is the scoreline, about to be 8-6 here in favor of Team Mikelele. Oh, next spots one out, but he can't get the kill. He just sees the feet of Crasher up there. That'll be another round for the Swedish team. Things are definitely improving. I feel like he's still got some fairly reliable backup in Forced to Live, who seems to generally just be hitting some good shots.
Yeah, between the two of them, one thing we have to remind you guys is that Forced to Live and Lalzi are both 15 years old. They're just super young, and they've been hitting shots all tournament long. Definitely looking promising. Here's the next generation of young Swedes, Anders, who are going to be formed in the fiery crucible of competition to continue to carry Sweden forward as one of the foremost powers in CS in the world.
I'm older than them combined? That's just so brutal. That's just so brutal, isn't it? There should be an age limit on this tournament just to make me not feel bad. It's just not fair, is it? We are in the 15th round, and there is not much of a buy coming in from Team Izak. They got whatever they could, obviously. Crasher, a bit of a half-hearted pop flash, but it at least serves to force someone out. Next probably heard that on the other side and thought, wait a minute, all right, let me go check mid, and walks right into the shot. Now, Stomp has got to come alive. He's got the Deagle. He's got Lily Guzman on the crossfire if they can set it up, but he's going to get trucked by Forced to Live. And now, Guzman, he's way out of the open, going to get caught by Highway. And now, it's Le, 1 versus 4. Deagle, certainly a chance for a highlight.
Let's see it. Lalzi's on 1 HP. That's a good start. It's a bit overkill with the Deag. But if he can hit the headshot on Forced to Live, nope. Oh! Never mind. Gets the 1 Deag. The 2 Deag? No, not quite. He's going to get shot in the back, and it's just going to fall apart for him. Foxy will eliminate him at the end. But for a moment there, it definitely looked like he was off to a fine start there with the headshot, the 1 Deag on Le.
It's definitely something. And we heard yesterday, Izak, I think when he was on the desk, he was saying, well, one of the reasons he picked Le is because they know each other in real life, and he knew that they'd be able to joke and have a good time even during the match, so they would keep sort of the spirit up. I actually think that's very reasonable. Yeah, when you're playing in this kind of environment, that makes sense to me. And then they've got all the rest who are actually very good at playing. And Le certainly has a high level. I mean, we saw that he was sort of carrying his weight as well. I think
favoritism at its finest.
Yeah,
you know, connections.
Gotta
Old
put
boys
that
club.
in there. Gotta put that in there. I think 9-6 is a fair scoreline. I think I think if they can win this pistol here in Izak's team, they're in a decent position.
It's not out of control. Like they narrowly dodged that Izak. It could have been a completely different scoreline going into it, considering how many 1v1 situations we had at the beginning of the half. But 9-6, when the dust settles, that's pretty solid. You win this pistol, boom, you're tied up 9-9, and then you're cooking with gas. So when it comes to it, it's all on this round, I think, here for Izak000. If Mikelele's team wins the pistol, if Crasher goes ham again, if somebody, I mean, one of these strong pistol players really takes off for the Swedes, that's when you start kind of worrying, especially considering this is Izak000's map. Mirage will be the next map, and that's Mikelele's pick. This is a best-of-3 as well, grand finals here.
Let's see. Still got plenty of time left in this round. They got the bomb over by A, and actually gotta be careful they don't boost that, but it is Stomp who's up on top there. Looking for a double boost. There's a really heavy mid presence coming out of Team Mikelele, so they would be walking into a trap that's very hard for them to break open. They don't have a Molotov to clear out Crash or anything. Obviously, it's a pistol round, so yeah, they're gonna have a hard time clearing out all these positions. Smoke to try and make life difficult for Mikelele, but he still hits the shot on Stomp. How can it even be? Looking for another one. He's just crouched to the corner. He doesn't even care. Forced to Live, going to pick up 1 kill. Lalzi will get a return, but then crashes there. Just 3 people holding the middle for the Swedish side. It was too much to handle. And now the bomb. Guzman can pick it up, but 1 versus 3.
This is agony. He's going to be able to pick it up. He is going to get it planted. Now they need to just take their time and slowly move together. Get that buddy system in CT, yes, but also the man on short. Good, get him into play. Lalzi will find the headshot, and that's 2 kills for him in this half. But what that boils down to is just 1 faulty smoke.
Yeah, I mean, that smoke definitely, it was Mikelele using it really well, but also I think just the three-man stack in the middle. How do you deal with that if you're boosting 2 people in there?
Yeah.
What are they going to do with Glocks against the USP? It's just...
You're going to run into it, but like, yeah, and like not only that, he does tremendous damage to the second guy in as well. So it's like, all right, not only does, okay, he gets this shot, yeah, he gets that shot there, but then it's Nex, I think, that he lights up until, Nex is at 20 HP. And that pretty much stuffs your entire pistol round right there. Mikelele winning the pistol, though. 10 rounds on the board, into the double digits for the CT side. The Swedes here on home turf. We're live from Stockholm, and it's 6 rounds for the Polish team. Well, we'll have to see. I mean, Stomp was leading the way for the Poles in the first half, but whoa, the run boost. Style points here.
Oh, and a missed smoke. That could be dangerous. Foxy, though, will get a kill. They don't have any armor because they got the bomb plant, so they're waiting for the next round. Still, they get some damage in. They got 1 kill on Crasher, and that's all they're going to get. Foxy with a nice lineup. And now they're getting fired up. The Swedish team, they're shouting and everything.
Crasher's pumped, man. This guy is so hyped to be here right now. He has so much to prove. Said so himself in multiple interviews. Got a little bit of background with him. He's a monster. He's just so hungry to do well here at this tournament. Hey, tournament competition is competition. You bring everything. You give everything. So it's fantastic to see the level that we're getting here from all of these players. All right, we've seen this smoke in particular thrown out from Izak many a time so far this tournament. This is a strategy that Izak's team are familiar with. They know what to do. Now, can they execute? Can they get onto this site?
Lolsey shutting down Lei, who was trying to get up on that container, but he's going to get sprayed down on top of the fire there. Next, we'll get the kill on him. So 4 versus 3. This is a very, very good round for the T side. And Stomp, if he gets a headshot here, then it's time for Mikelele to back off. They can try and get the retake 3 versus 4 if they want, but if they can't get a kill very soon, and now it's done, I don't think there's any point in fighting this. Forced to live in Crasher. Save the rifles, you're going to need them later on.
Yep, this is where you back off. Next even finds the shot there. Forced to live going to hold his own, finds his way out, and he's going to get to hold on to that FAMAS. And Lolsey, that's just so tough for Lolsey because of the smokes, the way that the smokes go down, he's all on his own. He trades 1 for 1. And he even gets the incendiary down. He knows the next steps, right? When those smokes come through, you need to get either that smoke or an incendiary down immediately in front of Squeak Door to try and like at least put up a barrier, a temporary barrier for the T's to stop them from getting onto the site itself. I mean, he did everything right, but when you peek into 3 guys, that's, yeah, there's only so much you can do when the entire team is running at you and your team is smoked off on the other side.
Forced to live on camera there, who managed to live through the round. Not bad at all, but with that kind of a comeback early on, that's the 3rd round that they win from having the bomb down. Yeah. I think that makes a big difference here, and you can tell Mikelele, they just don't have that much money at the moment. If they lose this one, and they're in the middle again, but there are 2 Molotovs here on the T side, so that position by the sandbags from Forced to live, it can end in tears. Absolutely could. 11-7 is the scoreline. Stomp is moving in there. They haven't put up any Molotovs. He's the one who has it as well, at least one of them. So he could try and fire out that corner. Yeah, there it goes. Forced to live. You're in a lot of trouble now. Right into Izak's waiting arms. Good basic team play coming out here from the Polish side.
Oh, and he misses the timing, Mikelele. So close. Izak just barely able to get out of there. Scoot home to safety. He's going to get to set up that same strategy. Is he getting back in position for that smoke? He is kind of around it, but instead it does look like it's going to be the straight smoke execute coming out here. Once again, onto that A site. Who's in position here? Is it Lolsey? It looks like, yeah, it's Lolsey on the A site. Quad boxes. They have a single Molotov, so we'll see where elects to use it. He's coming in from, no, he's not coming in from Squeak. He's coming in from Boost, so yeah, useless Molotov. Lolsey should be able to stay alive for quite a long time here unless he overpeaks.
Waiting for backup, and the backup is already here. Actually, a really quick rotation going through. Flashes are in, and Lolsey gets a kill, but Stomp and Gooseman, and then double with the Gooseman there, taking a 3rd one at the end. Crasher going down. Luli Gooseman again showing his worth here in the grand finals. This is the comeback that they needed, and also sort of going back to what they did earlier in the tournament on the T side. They've just been very good at playing this map, and I definitely kind of appreciate that. 11-8 here. What's the score? Luli Guzman at 13, I think, and Stomp at 15, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, 14 for next as well. This is fun. I mean, this has been kind of the trademark of Izak's team so far throughout this tournament, is that they've always been very even when it comes to the scoreline. It's been kind of rare that some player really takes off the way that we've seen with Team Mikelele, for example, where it's been like really like the one-man show and then everybody else is the supporting cast. Izak's team is well thought out, balances itself properly.
Stomp just not getting anything out of that MAC-10. Couldn't help but laugh. That was a lot of wasted bullets, both in the first and second engagement. That will happen every once in a while. They did have armor, so buying the MAC-10 itself is a good idea, but you got to follow up and actually hit people otherwise.
Yeah, otherwise it's not. I mean, it's a cheap investment, right? But still.
It is. Le with the final kill. And now they're getting dangerously close. Mikelele now running into the same problem that they were inflicting on the Polish team, which is that they never have any money. They just gotta all the time save, gotta, you know, think about whether or not they want to go for those big AWPs or even better, you know, auto sniper or something. Or just the M4s like they have been doing here. But look at the grenades. No defuse kits.
This is the exact situation that Izak000 was in earlier on. Next, backing off. Forced to live. He's been smoked up, but he's in an aggro position mid. And he does have support as well from two teammates. He's not on his own. Foxy and Mikelele. They have his back, but Stomp has now got the angle on connector. So this is a dangerous situation. Mikelele is somewhat limited. Maybe Foxy, or... They changed positions. Mikelele is playing Sugar Cube.
No one should peek this right now, because Forced to Live can hear that scope going off and on. So if anyone peeks middle here without a flashbang, that would definitely be a mistake. That's one of the sort of advantages to the position that Forced to Live is in, is he can hear that scope going on.
Looks like, are they just going to give up mid? It looks like it. And Forced to Live is going to drop the bomb carrier. Stomp from on high will pick him off. Lilygoosman's there to take down Mikelele as well. That's short open. And now they lack information, Mikelele. What is the call? They're already rotating over towards the A site, but it could very well wrap B with no mid control. They don't know exactly. Checkers is open for the B site, and they can just kind of roll on to this bomb site now, Izak.
They have to give up this round for a couple of reasons. They're a man down. That's the one thing, but it's the grenades that left on Team Izak that just... They have a smoke, they have a Molotov, there's almost no way you're going to make it in. And I think they realize as much. They're just going to walk off with the M4s. That's a chance here. Well, it will be 10-11 for still in favor of Mikelele, but they're running into a lot of trouble. That mid fight was finished in, what, 2 seconds? And that pretty much decided the round.
Yeah, Forrest tried to do the best that he could there, but he was in a bit of a losing situation. You're kind of hung out to dry when you have so many angles to worry about and your teammates are limited in how much support they can give you. Still making the best out of it, still trading 1-for-1, but... Well, now, I mean, we're starting to see Izak hit their groove. It was Mikelele who ended up having a pretty solid scoreline going into the second half. Now it's Izak who've now made it up. You know, they've got 3, now 4 rounds picked up here.
And I think that last round showcases so well why it's happening. It's exactly what you were pointing out. You lose that mid-fight, and suddenly the other 3 members who are left, they don't know where to go. They don't have the routine or the communication, or maybe a combination of both to really be in the right position. And suddenly there's a huge gap where sort of B is wide open and there's no information that it's happening. This is why playing CT side is so hard. I think most people actually, even in matchmaking, will have had a similar experience, that they just find playing T side easier because you just get to decide where the fight goes and how many people are there, you know. So much harder on the CT side. That's what they're experiencing. But I like the fact that they're taking matters into their own hands. This would always be my solution. Try and go aggressive here. They're going to flash, Forced to Live in with the FAMAS. He gets the one, he gets the double. Beautiful play coming out of Team Mikelele. That's what we'd like to see.
There you go, and just like that, now it's up to Izak. They are going to be able to hit the proper bomb site here, and an easy kill should be picked up, but Foxy still manages to trade. He goes down to the Molotov afterwards, but the damage is done. Crasher rolls in and takes down Nex, and it's all on Izak, the in-game leader here for Team Izak. Named after himself, obviously, and a 1v4. Well, there's the turnaround, and the aggro strategy. Take the fight to them. Pretty sure they're just like, all right, enough of this kiddie stuff, enough of the defensive play where we're just going to try and hide and hold angles. It's time to take the fight to them, boys. Let's go. And it works out marvelously.
Yeah, very, very well done. And it solves the problem so neatly. Now you're not waiting for their smokes or their executes, and you know, you're not waiting until you're a man down. You're just taking some control of the round. They should do it. And Cash is such a good map for it. You could do the boost, yeah, sure, but you can do the same thing outside of B, flash your way in, have 3 people run out, which they've done themselves before, or they could go for, you know, squeak or main. It doesn't really matter, but just don't wait around forever and for something to happen, unless you've got the equipment for it. If you've got all the grenades and the double up, then maybe it's worth it. And they have got a lot of grenades this round.
Well, A-Rush now. Time to change up the pace, it looks like. straight out to Forklift, taking point here for his team. Lolzy's alive on the site. Naturally, Mikelele's at truck, and they have a man on high here, Team Mikelele. So quite a defense set up, but next we'll find the pick on Forced to Live. He's already gone, and they're just cleaning house right now. Lolzy only getting the 1 kill. That's not enough. Mikelele is going to find the kill on Lib, but he needs another one instantly here.
The bomb is going to be planted, and it doesn't look like it's the best plan in the world. That can maybe still be diffused at an angle. We're going to have to see when it gets closer. It's dangerous if you plant too close to the box, because then it can still be diffused without someone from main can actually do anything about it. But now Mikelele is down and out. Foxy 1 versus 2, and Nyx will drop him. So another round. Oh, I thought he was going to be left hanging there.
They kept 4 players alive in the round that they won, Mikelele. So they do have money to buy, I think. They might, because they would have only re-upped on nades. So they might have something, yeah. But it's not pretty. Again, man, it's not pretty. Again, they go into this situation where they hardly have anything to speak of. Only Lolzy, really, with the full buy. The rest of them, single smoke grenades, 2 UMPs on Force 11 Foxy. This isn't pretty right now. Izak000's team are looking primed to take control of this map. This is their map pick.
I think we're going to see another flash into main. Lolzy's got 2 of them, so Mikelele is set up for it. They're just going to continue the smoke here. I kind of wish they would go for the flash through, take some charge of the situation. Over at the B bomb site, we have Foxy and Crasher who are holding on the CT side, and you can tell there's pretty big presence outside from Team Izak. This can end very badly for the CT side.
Well, that smoke timing is going to be important. If only 1 player makes it through, that would be big, but too many bullets, too many targets. Crasher running out of bullets himself. Gets forced off, but Mikelele is able to rotate it in time. He takes down Izak000 in mid, actually. That opens up another side here to the flank. Mikelele can now get in here to get a crossfire, but stop through the smoke, hits the timing impeccably. Takes him down.
How is that even possible? That's actually crazy. I'm wondering, did someone had like a radar blip on Mikelele or something?
Were they close enough to hear the vents and he just timed them?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I wish we could see that again from Stomp's point of view. It's Lolzy and Crasher who are left, and they're already out of the bomb side here, so it definitely will be a tied scoreline at 12-12. But look at Stomp and Nyx and Izak000. They're all doing the work. Even Laird's there. I mean, this whole team is pretty much just all tied together. On the other team, you can tell there's a clear difference, which is Mikelele just ahead of everybody else. But the rest of his team are doing just fine. They're not. I wouldn't say they're sort of letting Mikelele down at this point.
No, it's just so close. It's coming down to the finest of margins, and there you go, Stomp. That was his round. One of the kills to open up the B site, but then to stop Mikelele from quickly rotating into checkered, establishing a crossfire that would have stopped his team from actually making its way onto the B site. Izak000's team, that is. That was the hero play so far of, well, almost the half at this point, because that, you can see, puts Team Mikelele on pistols. They have 2 rifles that they saved in the last round, but the rest of the team have to hard eco. This isn't pretty, Anders. It's an actual bomb. Like, they just have to stack at this point. Interesting. I'm glad to see it from Mikelele, because Izak000, they have been favoring A site pretty heavily, so why not stack over here with the rifles?
Well, one of them is in B, right? They've got Crasher there, just hoping that if anything happens, he can take like 3 kills with the M4, but you're right, the rest are all at A. Not a bad choice, but some of these positions are going to get Molotov'd out. Like, certainly where Foxy's holding. Mikelele is close with the USP. Yeah, I think it's going to be hard even still, just because of the amount of grenades on Izak's team. And they're actually going back.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, it seems like they figured something out here. They sent the 6th sense.
Yeah.
Perhaps where it's just, something is off. Izak000 even backing off of Squeak Door. They're heading all over here towards the B site. And this is where Team Mikelele have to start wondering. I mean, the Crasher's over here. He's already knowing that these nades are going down. Rotation has now begun here from Team Mikelele. They aren't going to waste any time at all. But you have Stomp holding mid, so they don't even have that point of access. He might get caught under the vents.
Crasher's done a good job so far. He's got the 1 kill, but it's very hard for him to do more than that. Now with the Molotov up, he has to fall back. They still have 1 left on Izak, so they can space them out a bit. Izak000 hitting a headshot on Mikelele, and they've got to remember to save these 2 rifles here for Team Mikelele. I mean, they can try for some kills really early on, but if they don't, it's better to leave it alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Nyx, oh, not hitting that shot somehow. Looked like it was dead on. That's Crasher's M4 down. 4 versus 3. Now, actually, Lolzy and Forced to Live coming back into it a bit, and with a kill from Lolzy there, next missing the shot. Now it's a Tech Nine, and he gets a headshot with the USB and runs in for the defuse, and I think he may have just enough time. It's going to be very, very close here, but Lolzy with a triple, and even without the kid, is it going to take over? Oh, it's so close, he gets it! That's a huge clutch coming in here, 15 years old. The pressure is on.
What? You don't cut it any closer than that.
It's one of those things where you gotta wonder, what if he gets caught on a box heading there, you know, if he misses the jump going up or anything that messes up in that one, and he's a nanosecond away from getting the defuse instead of actually getting it. That's a huge... He may have just saved this map for Team Mikelele.
I would say so, because that was a hard eco. Now, things are looking up here for Team Mikelele. Big buy. And Team Izak, when they go into these sorts of situations, this is their favorite strat. Rush A, all out. Lolzy now, you have to go up with something big. And again, identical situation to how he died the last time Izak000 actually executed this strategy. He gets caught out in the open by 3 players. This is just one of those strats that Izak, they're going to keep running until Mikelele figure out a way to deal with it. And they just don't have the answer at all. A flawless round for Team Izak.
Wow, it's it's the ultimate come down, isn't it, Semler? You get the big clutch, you know, oh, you were almost going to eco, and then you just get completely trucked in the next round. And the problem is, that round, they would, you know, it's just Lolzy that lived. So that they had to use all their money to buy in the following round, and now they're losing, so I don't know what they're going to do here. It's going to get real rough. 2 deagles, a little bit extra.
All right, this is not a half buy, this is a force. This is definitely a force.
Yeah, you're right. Only Lolzy holding back.
Interesting. I mean, why not? You got no option, really. Nice. I like the thought from Lolzy, but I also like that next, when you see that deep smoke, when that smoke goes out that far, it's almost like habit now. You just spray through it.
Yes.
When it's that deep in, it gives way too much room for the CT side to actually work and maneuver around it, to go for that very play right there. So that's just experience coming in from next saying, you know what? I'm going to be ready in case somebody tries to boost behind that smoke.
I definitely agree. I like the fact that Le is actually he was still holding B for a while. Now, the sad thing is he walks away just as the push comes, but Forced to Live is the only one on the A-bomb side, and although he's been playing very well, and he's got an excellent hairstyle, I'm not sure it's enough to hold the bomb site. Indeed, he's going to go down the stomp. Crasher. Good headshot there. Running over the deagle, not going to last for long, I reckon.
Nice pre-fire there. I believe that was Le with the last kill. So, I mean, I mean, you just go for the force buy there. You're risking everything. Now Izak's up on 14 rounds, I believe. And so this is where maybe Lolzy's money, his bank that he saved, it all goes into some crazy thing like a hero op or something along those lines. Or just a full buy with rifle, okay. But then you put 4 on B, him alone on A. I don't know. So there's got to be some kind of a risk here taken for Mikelele to catch Izak000 off guard.
I believe in this round. 4 deals and armor and flashbangs. And this has been an all-out crazy tournament up until this point, so I don't see any reason why this is not going to work out. You know, you just got to... When you're this close, Mikelele, he's been sleeping a couple of rounds. He's been taken out by Stomp a couple of rounds. I think it's his turn to step up here with the deagle and do the work. He's trying once in the middle, but... Quick flick not quite connecting. Is he going to be able to do it behind the flashbang? He's going to be very careful. Now there are a lot of people looking his way. He's trying one more time, but 3 are getting closer. So the longer he stays here, the more dangerous it's going to get. Forced to Live in the corner, executes Izak. The captain is down, but so is Crasher.
Sick work. They don't even bother dealing with him either. They're making their way into checkered immediately. Foxy, right on the edge, is going to get caught by Le as the smoke clears. But that bomb, he has no idea, Forced to Live, that bomb is walking right past him through garage onto that B site. That's the key kill right there. Le taking down Mikelele. It's on Lolzy. It's on Forced to Live, the 2 youngsters. And well, it's not easy. You got you're on the other site with that rifle. Do you save the rifle, Anders, or do you go for it? Hail Mary. I mean, a 2-on-4 retake is no laughing matter.
I feel like if you were closer and you had more to work with, maybe, but they were a little bit distance away there. Might not have been worth it. That's going to be map point for Team Izak here. 15-13 will be the scoreline. Team Mikelele, it feels like the last 7 rounds or so, they've just been struggling to buy anything at all. Just all the time halfway there. Definitely rough.
In the meantime, Izak's going... I mean, Izak, like, it doesn't matter which map they're on. They just go double op. T side, CT side, they want the double up at all times. And while both of these players deserving of it, we've seen some crazy stuff from Stomp. That is so sick that Force actually finds that kill. Mikelele is going to be happy about that. Hand that up over to him, let him go to work. But barring that bump in the road right there, Stomp has had a fantastic tournament himself. Impressive opera, to say the least.
Yeah, but the fact is, that bump in the road could wreck the whole vehicle right now, because if Mikelele goes ham with the AWP, you could be headed right into overtime. Look at what they have. UMP from us, they saved the M4 and they stole the AWP, so suddenly it's not the worst buy in the world. This can be worked with. Trying to get the wall bang in. Stomp thinking about, I think, wall bang Sugar Cube there for a second, but doesn't really feel like it. Oh. Next. Saw that.
Bits too scary. Incendiary, though. I like it. Next, you got to peek if you're going to throw that Incendiary out.
I think he's got Gooseman there for it, but nothing is going to come from it. And it was only the 5-7 that was playing there on Crasher. Everything riding on this round for both teams. I think Team Izak just want to close this one out. It's been too close already for them.
They're desperate right now to find a kill from Squeak, but that bomb is still in position to rotate B. And that's when, okay, Nex is going to start backing off. He's going to start heading over there as well. And you've had Le camping Toxic for ages now. Is it going to be a presence mid, or are they just going to try and hit that B site? They wrap through vents. Now they have all the options. If they've cleared out B, they can go through towards vent. They can go up short towards A.
Very structured play coming out at the moment. They are leaving Ludwigusman over by the Squeak door. Now, Molotov going to come in from Izak. Maybe that could force even more of a rotation towards the A-bomb side. Yeah, look at this. Mikelele, he's reading it that way. He's hearing the sound in Squeak. He sees the Molotov. He thinks this is it. Oh, but they're running back, and Mikelele turning around for the kill. Not going to get the flick, but he's still here on the bomb side. Stomp will take him down, and a Foxy in the corner. He just can't get out of it. Not alive anyway. Izak will take him down, and next pushing through. We've seen him do this many times. He's even going more aggressive. Takes down Lolzy, and now it's a 1-on-4, forced to live. Even with the AWP, I am not sure if he is going to be able to do this. Bomb is down and ticking, and it looks like Team Izak on the second half, they found what they needed to make it work here. Forced to live, you might as well just run for it. Here's your chance to make history and just 1v4 with the Deagle, but he's going to go down to Izak. 16-13 in favor of the Polish team on the first map of the Grand Finals here. There's more to come, but yeah, what a tough game that was for them, even if they won it.
Man, what a recovery. That's 10 rounds picked up for Team Izak in that second half. Because at the end of the first half, it was 9-6, favoring Mikelele. Mikelele's team wins the pistol, and you're thinking, this is it. We'll have an upset win here on Isaac's map, and then we're going to home turf for Mikelele on Mirage. Yeah. But instead, we're treated to a comeback.
And ultimately, Mikelele ends up at 28 kills. That's still very impressive, obviously, but it's Nyx and Stomp who are at 23 and 21 and 20 for Le. 19 for Ludwigusman. That whole team is just working really well.
Yeah, even Izak, it's not like he's lagging behind single digits either. He's in double. He's at 16. It's a very balanced, even team that we're seeing here from Izak.
So he must have done some homework when he chose this team. Honestly, at this point, I would not be surprised if some of these players are going to start showing up in sort of tier 3 and 4 teams in Poland and then make their way even further. If they get the right coaching, if someone wants to spend the time on it, that can definitely happen. They've got some basic promise. Now, we do have with us on the desk